taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. A little release to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Line getting set on second down. On the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hurricane! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance. Your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. He was trying to push him downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's played. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Third down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Blade. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Shotgun snap on third down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Blade. Coming after it. On the move, he fires. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Chubb. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over.
He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Yeah, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
They've got the screen set up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw, it's Blade. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all 3 phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big...
He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Logan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's played. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 10 seconds to go, and the half clock reads 9. It is 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Back to throw. It's Blade. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Now he'll fire back into the middle.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? It's a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, fresh set of downs.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Blade. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Corner's going to give them room. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback does an outstanding job in his preparation, watching film and understanding when he has to pull the ball on these types of run plays. Great job keying on the defender and quickly making the right decision to pull it and then go get north and get the 1st.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg. Feeling some heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Connors. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Blade. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Defense not showing press coverage. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know.
He's taking the shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Looking to throw it again. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Dropping back, it's Blade. Unloads it left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll set up to throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the comeback is on. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll line up for a second down play. Running behind that left side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got his man on the outside. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The give as they work on that clock. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Red pass, it's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tucker. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Slade. Got it set up on the outside. Just buried it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Buffaloes have enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He'll keep it himself. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Blade. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Calls his own number. And the Buffaloes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And they're looking for a fourth quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. First and goal. from the gun. He'll try to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Bucks! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
Getting set for the point after. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play, that type of individual effort is just magic, Dave.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time play late in the game to get you the win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.